If a child was in math class and the teacher said, solve this problem, but the teacher would not show the student the problem to solve, the ability of that student to solve math problems, their understanding of what they're working on in the class would no longer be important. Without seeing the problem, it'd be impossible for that student, to solve that problem. So when it comes to soccer, you hear the term a lot about scanning and looking and making sure your eyes up and the vision on the field, how important it is. For me, I don't think we stress it enough. It is everything. I tell players that it's the same as breathing in the oxygen as they're running around. This game is impossible to play if you can't see what's going on around you. Vision is everything. Now, regardless of how skillful a player is, their control of the ball, their confidence, if they don't see what's going on around them on the field, they can't solve the problems. They can't see what's going on, look at their options, and make a good decision or make a decision. You see a lot of players on the ball and they don't do anything with it. They receive it, they're not sure where to go, and eventually the defender comes by and takes it off their feet. Vision is everything. It's not just a coaching point. It's not just, hey, make sure you look over your shoulder before the ball comes to you. It is something that is required. It is critical. And I think this has to be something that we as coaches and parents and players are always thinking about. It has to be a fundamental focus for all players at their earliest age groups, is always being aware of their surroundings, getting comfortable scanning and looking around the field. Because as their skills grow and their abilities grow, if they can't see what's happening around them, they are going to struggle. Again, just like in the math class, if you cannot see the problem, you cannot solve it. And that's what soccer is. It is an endless series of problems that all players are dealing with at all times. And not just the player that is about to receive the ball. For all players on the field. All players should be constantly scanning, looking around, seeing where they're at, where their teammates are at, where their opponents are at, where the space is at, their positioning on the field. There's always something to consider. There's always a problem to solve. There's always something to do. But if I'm only looking at the ball or only looking down at the ground or waiting for my coach to tell me what to do, I'm going to have a hard time solving those problems. So make vision a critical part of your curriculum and focus with your players. Without that, not much else matters. If you can't see what's going on around you at the field, you'll struggle to solve the game's problems. It's that simple.